So we had a good season racing, huh?
Yes, it was very fun.
Yeah, and we had a lot of people that supported us, a lot of people helped us, a lot of people came and watched us. So first of all, thank you all for watching and supporting. And so we are about to kind of go over with you guys that maybe not caught everything, kind of the highlights of our first race season. And you know, this is just hobby racing for us, but we still had a lot of fun and definitely a lot of adventure along the way, huh?
Yes, a lot of adventure.
Yeah, so here we go. It's in Alma at the Kress Training Complex. We found a series of 5 races and decided we would go check it out at their first one in May and see if we liked it. And what'd you think?
I thought it was a real good track, a lot of competition, good drivers. It was real fun.
Yeah, we left there for sure knowing that we were ready to try. And it was cool because we only have one machine, obviously, and so they were willing to let us share a machine, which meant that I got to race 2, and that was exciting because we both wanted to give it a try. So we had one get rained out, and that was a bummer.
Yeah, it wasn't that fun having the rain wash out the track.
No, it would have actually been a really nice day for racing, but instead we ended up having a fun day riding with some YXZs around the St. Helen area.
Yeah, some friends of ours come up, one from the race and one local, rode around the Sandville.
Yep, ended up doing some fun riding instead. Oh, wow, that's deep. I didn't get to see that. Wow. Oh, wow.
I know that's exactly what they call balls deep.
July takes us back to Kress Training Complex for another race in their series, and this one was actually a lot of fun, but much less eventful. Exciting though was the fact that we got to race with another XX. It was nice to see someone else representing. We had a great day racing. Chris took second in his class, and I took first in the ladies' class. I'm still unchallenged. So at this point in the season, we know one thing for sure. We were getting pretty serious about racing. We both liked it. We were having a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then we ended up doing the cage just for some safety for the amount of racing we were doing. We chopped the cage 4 inches, and then from the back half is all DOM steel tubing, and it's no more seams. They're all welded and sleeved for a little more crash safety.
Yeah, he did a really good job, and honestly, it was perfect timing because we had a double header coming up. We had right after, we rushed through it. I can't believe we got it done, but we got it done just in time for a Saturday at Full Throttle Off-Road Race Day, followed by another race at Kress Training Complex on Sunday.
Yeah, a lot of racing that weekend. Just a blast. Hard to get by on both races, but
yeah,
we had a blast.
Yeah, definitely. Let's check that out. Because it's really muddy over there, so we can't take the trailer or the truck. So we've got one of those moments going on where we wish we would have had the bed, because we've got the canopy and the cooler and wait till you see the inside. I still got to fit in here, all this stuff. But anyway, lots of cool machines here. Kind of show off some of them. A lot of Can-Ams. Midwest side-by-side over there. Side-by-side blog guys over there. Looks like they got Battlefield up on the trailer still. Truckload of tires.
The weak point that they machine in it, and it snapped when I came down and pulled it. If I had a welder, I'd have a full drive. I could find it. Where you can slip it back on. Start knocking on farmers' doors down the road and say, hey, give me $20.
Wow. We ended up having a really good time at the Full Throttle Off-Road Track Day.
Yeah, it was a very good time. A lot of fun people out there. Really nice track. Little dusty, but it was a blast anyway.
Yeah, and I liked it because I didn't participate in the actual racing, but after everything was done, I got to do some ripping on their track too. And this was a different track than we were used to.
Yeah, a lot faster, smoother jumps.
Bigger jump.
Set up for a little more horsepower than our machine, but this thing got around there pretty good for what it was.
Yeah, I did learn a lesson about something when you're learning to jump, and this was me being amateur. I hesitated before I took a jump and learned the hard way why you don't do that. I didn't get any footage of that, but that was definitely something I remember from this season. So we made it through Saturday at Full Throttle Off-Road Track Day and headed straight into Sunday in Alma back at Kress Training Complex for another race. A lot went down that Sunday, huh?
Yeah, we rolled our machine that weekend. Some other friends
Rollover
came
number
out.
2.
It was a good time at that track.
Even though we rolled it, we still raced.
Yo, we finished the day, luckily. It just blew off a tire and the fender come apart a little bit, but it was a little better than it could have been.
I think it was pretty good considering what it could have been, yeah, for sure. That was one of our friends, like you said, his first race in his YXZ, and everybody did really good that weekend. We had a great time, and you finished third, Rebby finished second, and I finished, which always makes me happy because I didn't have any ladies still this far into the season, so I was racing with the boys still, but still having fun, just for fun for me, but I loved it. So we're into August, and that means ORV Jam, and this is a little bit different. Instead of doing a lot of the racing, this was us putting on, along with a lot of volunteers that helped make it possible, some racing event for somebody, or a lot of other people actually. It's a pretty big event here in St. Helen, but it's a lot of fun too. Drag racing, sand drag racing for ATVs and quads, and then the mud bog on Sunday. But every year I get called out by a fellow XX owner in St. Helen, and it's like an annual tradition. So here's our race. So right after the ORV Jam is the Ogemaw County Fair, and this year they had their off-road race night again, and we just had to go. And it was nice because they ended up at the last minute letting me get to race too. At first I wasn't going to be able to, but I got to, so that was exciting. Let's see, what do we have there for machines?
I think we had a Razor 1000, an X3, I'm not sure which model on that one. And then there was 4 buggies, I believe.
Yeah, and us times 2. And ended up, this beast of a machine right here ended up being the last side-by-side standing, huh?
Yep.
Alright, let's count on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so that was cool, and we were pretty proud of ourselves because that race really paid off. You ended up taking first.
Yep.
And I took home third, so that was our first race that we actually paid to win, huh?
Yep, we both won. We're in the money on that one.
Yeah, so we learned that we loved racing, but we also learned that racing was expensive and breaks your stuff.
Yeah, it's tough on a lot of things. We had some transaxle issues. High gear went a couple times. A bearing in the transaxle for a third time. I think we had a front diff.
Yeah. One axle. Our very first thing was the least important.
Yeah, we did actually snap an axle, which was a first. We've only really ripped boots and pulled them apart. We've never really had an axle break on this. And I'm sure there was a lot more. I mean, it was a rough season.
Yeah, for sure. But one thing is everybody at most of the events, actually all of the events that we raced at and had anything catastrophic like that, everybody was great. Whether it was helping us get off the track, being involved in the accident with us, helping us get back together so we could get back on the track. We always ended up keeping going as far as the racing was concerned, and a lot of great swordsmanship.
Yeah, we met a lot of nice people on the
For sure.
broke. Some friends, Mark Barrera, Cubby Smith, they've helped us out at the racetrack a lot.
Yep.
Hardcore Performance really came through and helped us put a clutch together out of nothing last minute.
Super last minute, yeah. That, in fact, that leads us into our last race of the season here. It was our championship point series, I guess, at Kress Training Complex in their series. And we may not have been bringing home the big ones every single time, but we did make it to all the races, which matters when you're talking about a point series.
Yeah, we did real good in the point series. Just showing up. We missed the first race and a couple other issues, but we tried to make it to every race other than that one.
Yep, he needs to race with, but hey, all you guys I raced out there this season, seriously, thank you for not running me over. And thank you, honestly, a lot of you also for pushing me, because I know a lot of you actually, it wasn't your, hardest, but you were trying still to get me to push myself, and that's what mattered, because I was out there learning. This is definitely way different than running around an arena on the back of a horse, I'll tell you that much. But it's still similar in the fact that it was a lot of adrenaline, a lot of fun, and I loved it. I loved the whole season. And we did good. It was worth it.
Yeah, we did real good. She took first in her class,
Yep.
and I took first in the 1,000 class in points, so we did all right.
Yeah, he ended up racing with the turbos that day, though, too.
Yep.
So we were both pushed. I was racing the guys and he was racing up a class into the turbos. But either way, the whole experience was excellent. And some of the things we thought we were scared of were true, like braking. But we figured out and learned that we could fix it too. And there were a lot of people on our side helping us do just that. So honestly, thank you again to everybody, no matter how you helped, whether it was just supporting us, getting us there, getting us parts, whatever it was. Thank you. We had a lot of fun this season. Thanks to you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone. If it wasn't for everyone to help and support us, we would never live this dream.
Yeah, nope. So thank you all for that. And so hopefully to help thank you guys, we'll invite you out to something special we want to put on for you guys to be able to do. Maybe in the winter months when it's a little boring, not so much riding going on.
Yeah, some winter ice racing that we're going to put on at Tip Up Town. I think it's going to be a real good time. Big hit, I think. We're going to have studded and non-studded classes, side-by-side only this year. It's too tough to know how many people are going to show up and what's going to go on. We're hoping to have a real good turnout and cash payouts, probably 3/8 mile-ish, maybe a little bit smaller. We don't know all the details yet, but we're working on it real hard.
Yep, and we will keep you updated with that information as soon as we know. And thank you, Tip Up Town, that's a lot of confidence in us, and we're honored to put the race on, and we hope to see all you guys out there for kickoff, I guess, racing season 2020. We'll do a frozen Brap.
Yep.